Well, tomorrow is finally today. The weekend. Hurry Up Tomorrow after a brief delay, ironically. A delay on an album called Hurry Up Tomorrow. I know it was because of the fires. I'm aware of that. I woke up. I was like, okay, cool. Let's check out the runtime. Hour and 24 minutes. Oh my God. I'm going to have to drink like extra Ovaltine and mix in my Centrum Silver this morning. Hour 24. But then I was floating around a little bit, tiny bit online this morning, and everyone's really happy with it, excited about it. So that's promising because longer run times, it's harder to pull that off. Now with The Weeknd, I trust this guy, great artist, does what he does very well. So I'm curious to see. And as far as I understand, this is the completion of the trilogy that started with After Hours and then Dawn FM, obviously. I have a loose understanding or loose remembrance of kind of the plot line. Basically, his kind of getting swallowed up in the industry, essentially, like losing his soul, becoming this monstrosity. I still remember the music video. I forget what song it was, where he's like all bandaged up and looks just like the two LA girls that have gotten all the plastic surgery and stuff. Yeah, and then at the end, he's all like distorted and all that. Anyway. What do I have to say? I honestly don't have a whole lot to say. I'm really just kind of excited to see how this concludes. I found 4 music videos. And with the music videos, I'm going to do them Patreon only. I'm going to do them at the end. So I got some feedback off of the SK Twigs album, Eusexia, which was fucking amazing. And basically said, Bob, we like the first reaction experience, the first listening to be with the album. That's fair. I agree. So I'll do all the videos at the end. I'm going to do them in order. There's one, it's called 1 Week Till Tomorrow. I don't know. Basically, I'll do them in the order that they're released. So I've got 2 music videos, Timeless, Sao Paulo, I suppose is how you say it. Sao, anyway. 1 Week Until Tomorrow. And then there's a live performance on Jimmy Kimmel that happened last night. Yeah. So Patreon's $2. No cuts, no ads. You can listen to MP3 if you want to. And, of course, music video reactions. I guess that's it. I don't have much to say. I'm really kind of just curious. New Weeknd. This is the first time I get to listen to a new Weeknd album on the day it comes out. Doing it for the channel. But even just on the day of release. And, well, let's jump in, I suppose. We got a lot of music to get through. Might as well get to it. First track's called Wake Me Up. It's got Justice, 10 Tricks Point Never, and Mike Dean producing. Oh, this is the OOXO edition. Well, I'll do that. I've already got it open. 22 tracks. Okay, here we go. Hurry Up Tomorrow is now today. Dropping in track 1, Wake Me Up. Here we go. The Weeknd. Oh, that's what it was. People have said there's transitions. Huh. Huh. It's hard not to like read ahead and cheat. Oh, there's a little bit of beat there. Oh, there we go. Dun-dun-dun. Oh, that was fucking cool. That like rumbling synth. This makes me think of Michael Jackson. Oh, cool. Dun-dun. I love that wheel. Like this growling synth, man. Fucking cool.
It's coming to the wire. I feel it like I'm paralyzed.
There we go. There's a good old hey right there. It's just legit, man. The dude does it well. He fucking does it so well. Legit. So I was told there's transitions, or I saw people talking about that. So I guess I'll pause it. I'm just going to pause it here. We'll pause it there. There's about 20 seconds left. We'll save that. We'll let it run out when we continue here. Great sound. Ah, God, The Weeknd, man. Put a little heart next to that one. The lyrics are, this is something that's kind of cool because not a lot of lyrics in terms of quantity, right? Not a lot of lyrics. And really, pretty straightforward on the surface level, but I really feel like, this wake me up. I feel like I'm dying. These demons creeping, don't fear them. It's coming to the wire. I feel like I'm paralyzed. Cleanse me with your fire. I'm not going to read any of the annotations here. Obviously, he's talking about, when life is hard, I know death's easy and all this other stuff. But it feels like more of, given the context of the last two albums, it's more of not that. Like I need to be snapped out of it. Snap me out of this. I'm stuck in this place where, at least this is the angle I'm coming from anyway, where I'm surrounded by my vices and my demons, and I'm losing myself. I'm losing who I used to be as a person. I'm getting swallowed up into this industry, this machine, this giant monster, whatever, however you want to call it, And so, yes, he's talking about there's no afterlife on the other side, and all alone, it fades to black, and no afterlife. I get that, but I feel like there's a deeper, well, not necessarily deeper, a second layer there. And so, on one hand, there's some literal sense of, maybe in this dream, in this lifestyle, in this world that he's wrapped up in, maybe he is afraid that he is going to die because of, drugs or whatever, right? Or maybe it's more of like a spiritual death where it's like, shit, am I really going to lose myself? Am I going to lose who I am as a person in this thing? And then just this idea of, I got to get out. And so with the whole paralyzing part, I feel like I'm feeling like I'm paralyzed. I mean, if your whole career and your lifestyle and your success and on everything that you have is wrapped up in a certain spot, then the idea of getting out is almost non-option. You have to abandon your whole life in a sense. So I can't get out. I'm paralyzed. I'm stuck here type of a thing. Maybe. This is where I'm starting from. First track, first listen. Let's keep going. So we'll let it roll. This is, all right, cool. When I saw the runtime, I was like, I got all whiny. And then I was like, yeah, but it's The Weeknd. He'll probably do a pretty good job. The other thing, too, I forgot to mention, I'm pretty tired. I haven't been sleeping well at all the last couple weeks. I can't get into too many details. Everything's fine, but I am contracted to the federal government. I work for the Department of Energy. And so with the new administration and all these executive orders flying around and all this shit happening, it's been almost like day to day on what's going to happen. So far, everything's fine. And so far, there's been no reason to be worried, but at the same time, it's like that could change tomorrow, so I haven't been sleeping as well. I'm a little stressed out, honestly, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about that right now. Just going to focus on this. Let's let it roll into track 2, which is called Cry For Me. And we got about 20 seconds left coming out of Wake Me Up. Oh, I almost hit next instead of play. Oh, what a fumble that would have been. Track 1, screwing it up already, Bob. You're so bald. I know. Just good, rich sound, man. It sounds incredible. I gotta turn it down. I'm yelling into the microphone. Oh, wow. Ooh. Producers are Metro, The Weeknd, Mike Dean, Erden Olsen. This sounds fucking bad.
I can feel it. Girl, pick up your phone, I can't believe it.
Wow.
I can feel my spirit slowly leaving. I can see myself and I'm not breathing. I'm not breathing. Slowly bleeding. I wish that
I was waiting for like more drum, but they're easing in.
I hope that I live life for a reason. Saw my life with you.
Really curious to see where the production goes.
Now we're strangers and I hope that you still cry for me. Like I
Waiting for it to hit more, but it's not doing it. Interesting.
I've been living with this lie, now I can't hide the truth. I can't hide the truth. Girl, I cry for you. Girl, I cry for you. Yeah, I can't see clear.
Ah, God, it sounds so good, man.
Cause the stage took a toll, been faded on the floor in this penthouse.
In this penthouse prison, I'm alone.
I hope you cry for me like I cry
Oh.
for you every night for you. Take it easy on me, baby, cause I tried with you. Saw my life with you, end of time with you. Now we're strangers and I hope that you still cry for me like I cry for you.
Nice, nice.
Every night for you. I've been living with this lie, now I can't hide the truth.
I'm gonna pause right there. I'll back it up just a tiny bit. I'll just pause right there, and then there's about a minute and a half left. I'll probably just let it roll into the next one. Although the next one's 12 seconds. So anyway, let's tackle the theme here of what we're going after. I can feel it. Pick up your phone. I can't believe it. I can feel my spirit slowly leaving. I can see myself, and I'm not breathing. I'm not breathing. Slowly bleeding. Like on a literal sense, my brain wants to go, oh, okay, he's drugged out and it's this out of body experience and blah blah. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think it's more of a self-reflection. There's the inner person that's still alive on the original what's Abel in there, and it's just being compressed and compressed and compressed and compressed by this world that is probably the entertainment industry. And so that person can see what's happening. And in a sense, sometimes when you get swept up in certain things, when it's like busy or chaotic or whatever, like most of the time you don't notice, but sometimes it's this weird situation where you can just see, holy shit, like I'm caught in a thing right now. I can't, this is kind of crazy. Every now and then that will happen. It's pretty rare, but every now and then I'll have that where it's like, oh, fuck. Wow, this is kind of wild. It's almost like you snap out and then like, okay, you pop back in again. So that's how I take that. I can't see myself. I can't see myself. I'm not breathing. Slowly bleeding, like just this person, this self watching the external crush the real. I hope that I live for a reason, but at least you'll play this song when I'm gone. And I hope you cry for me like I cry for you. Of course, the theme from the previous albums, this relationship and losing the girl and becoming famous and all this other shit. I wash my fears with whiskey tears. I disappear. Don't interfere. The end is near. The crowd will scream. I block my ears to stop the cheers because the stage took a toll, been faded on the floor in this penthouse prison. I'm alone. Yeah. All right, let's keep rolling here. Every time I hit the road, it takes a little piece of me. Yeah. Okay. So we're on the right track thematically here. I've been burning up my home. guess I'll let it go into this little 12-second thing. Skip. Should be pretty wild. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to pause there. I just wanted to catch that transition. I want to go back to these lines. Now I've been burning up my home for you. I've been burning up my home. The only thing that comes to mind there is, because I don't think he's literally burning his house down, right? But I wonder if you think of the saying, home is where the heart is. Maybe he means like, my heart's burning. You know, I'm crying for you. My heart's burning. I've been burning up my heart. Like I'm just thinking about you so much and I miss you so much that my heart is burning up over it, type of thing. Maybe. I don't know. That's the only thing I can guess. And there was End of Time with You, Now We're Strangers. There was another thing I saw. I don't know if I mentioned it. I missed it. Every night for you, I've been living with this lie. Now I can't hide the truth. And the lie probably being, maybe I like this lifestyle. I like being able to do whatever I want type of a thing. Maybe, who knows. So it dropped into track 4, which is Sao Paulo. I'm going to pronounce it that way. The Weeknd, Mike Dean, and Sean Solomon. We're going to back it up to the beginning. So we kind of we heard the transition. I'll start it over from the beginning. And then this little 12-second bit. I get it now. No, it's my fucking voice. Okay, listen, people, I can't sing. I can't fucking sing. I don't know what that means. I wonder what that's about. It's a little nugget, a little crumb for the story to solve, you know? I can't sing. All right, well, let's jump into track 4. And I won't mispronounce it again by just simply not saying the name. Here we go, track 4. What does this mean? Put it in your mouth, put it on the face, put it wherever you want. These are naughty words that are being said. Naughty words. I like this beat. Oh, wow. So I just want to read. The annotation for, I think the first one I said, put it in your mouth, put it on the face, put it wherever you want. That's the first annotation here. The second, this is what it translates to. The young dude looked at me and wanted to eat my little pussy. Today I'll give it to the young dude. Fuck the Larissana or something like that, which is a diminutive of Larissa in Portuguese. So it literally translates to Little Larissa. As Anita's real name is Larissa, she started to use the term to refer to her vagina, has since become common slang in Brazil, not specifically referencing Larissa anymore. So there's your pussy slang for Brazil lesson for today. Didn't know you were going to have that today, did you? I also did not know that. But now we know. And now we could go to Brazil and head down to Rio like, hey, where's Larissa? And then have people escort us to the police because we're creepy fucking dudes on asking about Larissa all the time. Anyway. And apparently this is an artist, or I'm sorry, you guys can't see the annotation, so however you pronounce her name. I'll slide this over. You can see here, right there. There's a little picture. Great. Apparently they have performed this song together already, and there's a video that we're not going to watch right now, and so on. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Let's keep going. Very educational so far. Ooh, I like that sound. Good sound right here. Ha. It's kind of so far this album kind of has a sinister tone to it. Just a hint. This shit's pretty bad. She's louder than two sold out nights. Oh god. I'll back it up a little bit. Quick pause, quick theme discussion here. So with track 2, Cry For Me, and I'm Paralyzed, this is the paralyzer right here. Whoever this girl is or whatever this type of scenario is, I'm just going to assume it's this one girl, or maybe it could be a multiple, who knows. But basically this just sex, basically, right? Very intense, all that kind of stuff. But this is the paralyzer. This is what's got them trapped right now so far. And I know that's probably obvious to everybody, so I apologize for pausing to say something obvious. Just pinging off of the theme. And the reason why I want to touch on that is because this track has kind of a dark sound to it. And it's both a little dark and sinister, but pretty badass, kind of sexy. So the music, in my opinion, is very, very much matching the theme and what's going on so far in the album. They're doing a great job keeping that tied together. It's interesting too, he's not singing as clearly. His vocals are a little murky. Right after this little skit of the problem is I can't sing, it's my fucking voice. That's kind of interesting. This shit's probably just a banger live, man. Total banger live. I'm gonna let it roll into this next little skit until we're skin and bones. Oh, it's just instrumental. Nice. Oh, wow. Nice. Interesting that they cut that like that. It's interesting that they made a 22-second track for that end portion. This is... So that one was called Until We're Skin and Bones. Until We're Skin and Bones. So I'm just going to do rambling thoughts here. I have just wild guesses, whatever pops into mind. First thing that comes to my mind is like, okay, until we're skin and bones, like until we're dead. But if you're skin and bones, it's like you starve to death type of a thing. And so then that makes me think, okay, what if this relationship, this lustful, like feeding frenzy is so like devouring and so capturing to him that he'll just never stop. He'll just do that until he dies, type of a thing. Like he can't. That's how badly he's trapped. He can't escape. So much so that he won't even stop to eat. He won't stop to rest. He'll just do it until he dies, type of a thing. I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Let's throw that out there. So total capture, basically. I should put an annotation here. That'd be so funny. Like, this 22-second track is an instrumental where there are no lyrics and the song does all this crazy. Let's just put this long-ass fucking annotation. Okay, I'm going to back up track 6 because it does kind of do a clean break at the end of there at 5. This one's called Baptized in Fear. We are track 6? Yeah, track 6. Baptized in Fear. We got Justice, One on Tricks Point Never. 3 more other guys. The Weeknd, Mike Dean, Erdem Osler. I'll say Osler. Interesting. I like track 4, Sao Paulo. I'll say it like that. Let's drop into 6. Baptized in Fear. Here we go. Slowing it down a little bit. Slowing it down.
Asleep in the tub, I was fed with paralysis. My foot hit the faucet, water started flowing in. Couldn't scream for help, I just slowly felt the pressure hit. Moving one toe was the only form of motion left. Can't breathe for air, can't breathe. Trying to remember everything that my preacher said. Trying to wrap my wrongs, my regrets, filling up my head. All the times I dodged it, this can't be the way it ends. No. Heartbeat slower, heartbeat slower.
Love the vocal hit right there.
Voices will tell me that I should carry on. Voices will tell me
I like this one.
that I
Good
should
sound.
carry on.
Good vocals, man. Weeknd always just has this iconic vocal sound. Is this a true story? Let's click the old annotation here. It doesn't really say if it's a true story or not. It's just kind of explaining. And of course, the theme of baptism and you being dunked over water and all that stuff. Okay, I'm going to take it as a story for the album then. It's not a true story. But I do, man, there's a chunk of my mind that is wondering how much of this story was just him retelling his own life or his own perspective from the life that he's lived so far as a massive star, you know. But I don't want to speculate. I don't want to like assume anything. So just take it at face value. The paralysis thing is interesting here. I was there with paralysis. My foot hit the faucet. Water started flowing in. Couldn't scream for help. And then you get into the shadow. The figure in the corner I can't quite see. I just know the shadow's staring at me. It gets closer. It's laughing at me. Water filled my lungs. Vision's blurry. Heartbeat slower. The first thing that came to mind there for me was Fight Club. For those of you who have not seen Fight Club or not read the book, he's basically got multiple. What the hell is it? I don't know exactly what it is. What it would be clinically called. I don't think it's multiple personalities. But basically, he never sleeps, this character. Oh, God, I'm going to ruin it. This is a spoiler if you've never seen it. But basically, the two characters in the movie are the same person. And so the one person does all the things that the other is too shy, too timid, too weak to do. And when you take the idea of the shadow, it very much represents the idea of the shadow self and the subconscious mind and the things that are inside of ourselves that we loathe and try to hide from and all this other stuff. So that wording, that phrasing was very particular and stood out to me in the conceptual idea of having this other personality, especially if you're a person who's lost in this massive world of entertainment and fame and money and women and drugs and luxury and travel, like just lost, right? I'm lost in the world. Great track, that one. Oof, great track. But then also, the real person that's inside, it's almost like the shadow has overtaken. The shadow self is now the dominant self. So it inverts the whole idea. Now I'm thinking about Yeet in 2093, which is another great album, and all these voices in his head. Anyway, there we go. Lots of blabbering. My brain's kind of all over the place. I am kind of tired, I can tell. Let's keep going. Fucking interesting so far. Really cool.
I've been baptized in fear, my dear. Like
I like that.
the chief of sin, washing my soul within. Figure in the corner I can't quite see. I just know the shadow staring at me. It gets closer, it gets closer, it gets closer now. Voices will tell
Just gonna pause here and let it roll into the next one. There's about 40 seconds left. Baptized in Fear. Pretty straightforward, but I'll just mention it for the sake of trying to stick with this theme here. I mean, imagine you're living this whole life, and for whatever reason, we'll just assume you're being under the influence of something, and you're taking a bath, and you're so fucked up, you can't even prevent yourself from drowning in the bathtub, even though you see it happening. And how, just heartbreaking that would be, Like, oh my God, I'm about to die in my penthouse suite, in my bathtub, alone, in water that I can clearly see, but because I'm all fucked up, I can't move. I'm stuck here. How depressing. How horrible. What a way to go. What a waste, And maybe that experience is like a trigger for something where if we stick with the concept of baptized in fear, maybe this moment, this holy shit, this is how far gone I am. I almost died in my own bathtub in my penthouse by myself because I was all fucked up and I bumped the faucet. I almost drowned in the tub. This is how far I've gone. This is just right on the edge, So if maybe that realization triggers something. So I wanted to point that out as we go forward with the album. So the next one's called Open Hearts. Max Martin, Oscar Holter are the producers. This one's got 30, 40 seconds left. We'll let it run right into track 7, which is Open Hearts.
Voices will tell me that I should carry on.
Maybe these voices will come into play later in the album. I don't know.
Voices will tell me that I should carry on.
I like this tempo coming in. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm so glad I didn't pause between. Oh, my God. Great. That was fucking great. Yeah. I already like this one. Wow. Fuck yeah. This is great. This is a banger right here. Open Hearts. I like that one note. Wow. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to back up about 10 seconds. This is critical. So this is how it's written. Falling, comma, angels call my name. I'm assuming that's correct. I'm not going to argue that. But that's very different from falling angels call my name. I'm falling and angels are calling my name. Very different from falling angels are calling my name. So that comma is probably the most critical comma I have seen in lyrics to date, because that comma takes this phrase and splits it in two very different directions. So we're going to trust the way it's written here. It does sound like it's sung that way, but the following lines, but the things you say keeps me alive again, which makes it seem like falling angels are calling his name. Like, no, I got to keep going back to these vices and these things that are dragging me down, So that's like, wow, I've just never seen so much importance on a comma before. Let's keep going. Actually, let me back it up a little bit more. We'll hear him sing it again, and maybe we can discern it just from the way he enunciates it.
Cover my scars.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of doodle-a-doot in there.
It's never easy falling in love again, falling in love.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh my God, this song is great. This is a banger, total banger. Open Hearts.
Falling in love again, trapped inside a limbo.
Nice, clean out the production here.
Of my soul, suffering a bit low, then I seen your halo. Falling, angels call by
With that previous line, then I seen your halo.
name.
makes it falling, commas, angels call my name. So she's the angel.
Where do I start? Falling in love.
Yeah, fuck yeah. This is like instant weekend classic right here.
Falling in love again. Falling in love.
This guy's great, man. God, he does it so well. I'm gonna pause right there. There's about 30 seconds left. Great track. What a great track. So whoever, I'm assuming it's the girl to begin with that he's in love for, Cry for Me or whatever, that one. Some lyrics to touch on. So we're definitely on the right path in terms of the theme. Trapped inside a limbo, watching through a window of my soul. So that definitely brings the idea of I'm stuck inside of this monster that used to be me, that is now this thing that's completely out of control. Suffering, I've been low, that I've seen your halo, which feeds to the falling, as in I'm falling. Angels call my name, which you can tie back into the baptized in fear, like the voices saying I should do something or whatever. Voices tell me I should carry on. So this person, this love of his life, or however you want to phrase it, right? This person that's gone, she's over him. This person is keeping him alive. It's like his last grip on reality, essentially. Great track. Oh, good production, great vocals. I mean, it's just, this is The Weeknd firing on all cylinders, as he often does. The next track is called Opening Night. The producer is The Weeknd. It's only 90 seconds. So we'll let this one finish up, and then we'll just roll through Opening Night, and maybe I'll try and catch a transition into the following too, but we'll let this play out for a little bit longer. Mashing them keyboards. Oh wow. I love that he's got transitions in this, man. Okay, here we go into Opening Night. Huh. Wow. Oh, cool. Oh, that little whop, whop, whop. That was cool. Huh. This is cool. I'm going to pause right there. I know I hate to pause in the middle, but, well, not quite the middle, but in the middle of the verse. So I'm going to assume that this person that he's referencing is, what should we call her? I don't want to call her the temptress. We'll just call her the vice. You know, the person he's trapped with. Because it seems to be that way. Tell me how our love grows when you're trying to dig for lies. You're just being emotional. When I'm being logical, at times hate when you're irrational. When I see you chronically online. Why bring this up now? You know, it's my opening night. So I feel like this is the person that is with him in the world of fame and decadence and all this other stuff. Because he's about to go on the show. You know, it's opening night, all that kind of stuff. I don't understand. Steroids in my lungs fighting off the mud. What's that about? Muddy lungs have always been Abel's way of describing the effects of strong substances. Oh, okay. There you go. So about 20 seconds left here. We're going to roll into track 9, Reflections Laughing, featuring Travis Scott, produced by him, The Weeknd, and Mike Dean. That should be a banger right there, huh? All right, let's finish this one up, and then we'll roll into track 9, which is Reflections Laughing. Here's Reflections Laughing. So he made a phone call. Somebody made a phone call.
I won't make a sound. Blood on the ground. When they take the ground.
Huh.
When they take my ground.
Good little, like, hum of bass right there. Quick pause before the verse. Curious chorus. Don't you let me down. If you let me drown, I'll die in your arms again. So, don't know who's talking about who here. If he's drowning, this would be the person, his entity that's all screwed up on drugs. Well, I'm assuming on drugs. I don't know for sure, right? I'm just kind of making that as a general assumption to not get snagged on the why, but more of the what is happening. You know, in the bathtub, I almost drowned there. My shadow was watching me. Voices telling me to move on, and now there's this, I was falling, and then you were a halo, you were an angel there, so that's this other girl. But then we're snapped back and about to go on. It's opening night, and this other relationship is strained. You're chronic, you're online, you're irrational, you're emotional. Now we're here. If you let me drown, I'll die in your arms again. I don't know. It could be the shadow self. I don't know, but it's curious. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That's a big question mark for me right now. I feel like 2093 again, where it's all these voices that are talking to each other about who, I don't know who is who or what is what, and that's okay. We're learning as we get through the album. Hopefully he gives us breadcrumbs. Let's keep going.
Never change. Don't you let me down. If you let me drown, I'll die in your arms again. I'll die in your arms. I won't make a sound. Blood on the ground. When they take my crown. If they take my crown.
I guess this is this do 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 do. I guess this is guitar. What's interesting is it. Sorry, I'm talking all over. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna back it up a little bit too, so you can hear it. This guitar sounds watery, like if you were listening to a guitar being played underwater, which feeds into the drowning theme. Phone's ringing.
I've been out touring state, 45 off a safe. At the top, it's my place. You and I, different weight.
Haha, cool.
Always know when you play. I could never tell you, wait. Meet me top at the lake. Lavish life.
Oh, that bass.
State. Using time when you pace. What we can do if you waste.
This is fucking
I know the
cool.
skies been in haze. You never been through this phase. Living fire, living fake. Know you tried, but it's late. I've been hitting licks, seeing splits, doing double. No, it's no events. Check my temp, watch it bubble.
Wow.
Don't you let me go. If you let me go, cry in your arms again. I'll make a sound, but I'll go down. When they take me down,
Wow.
when they take me down.
What does that shit feel like anyway?
Okay, pausing right there. So it's called Reflections Laughing. And the first thing that comes to mind is we're still in a theme of drowning. The first thing that comes to mind is how light reflects off of the surface of water. And it will reflect in both directions. So if you're drowning and you start to go under the water, and I don't know how well light reflects. I think it's the same property, so it's got to be the same principle. But imagine as you drown and you dip under the surface of the water, and the surface kind of comes up above you, and light is scattering, and you open your eyes and you can see light reflecting. You see yourself. But take the theme of the shadow self, and maybe there's something to this, and the shadow self of, there's very much a theme of this industry trying to kill him, or, it's breaking him, he's failing, he's dying, this kind of a thing. But you weave in the idea of the shadow self to it. What if the shadow self wants him to die? Kind of like, I reference this all the time because I enjoyed the shit out of the album. 2093, Yeet. There's a track on there. If you're not familiar with that track or that album, there's a track out there called Tell Me. And it's a great one because the voices are going back and forth. It's essentially him arguing with himself. And there's one voice that's real, real dark, deep. You can go and die, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. Just imagine me there with a cold, blank stare. And the way he does it is great. The vocals are like, they got a good effect on him and stuff. And so with the title Reflections Laughing, and it's, he's back in his hotel room again, obviously with the phone call, the message, you can hear sounds of drinking and whatever, and he's struggling, sliding under the surface of the water, seeing his own face, seeing his shadow self. It's laughing at him. This is cool. Reflections looking back at me. They're smiling. I'm trapped inside a gilded cage. A golden blade I'm sharpening. It pleases you. I'll see it through. I think this opening section, don't you let me down. If you let me drown, I'll die in your arms again. I think that's him talking to him. I think these are entities in his head battling it out. That's my current guess. And then Travis has like a neat verse. I like how it's this slower tempo, and torn up state at the top is my place, you and I, different wave. Always know when you're late. I could never tell you to wait. Made me talk at the lake. Lavish life. Losing time. There was something here I thought I wanted to talk about. I know this guy's been in haze, never been in this phase, been in a fire, living fake. No, he tried, but it's late. I run the lobby every summer. By her body, two-step, a stutter. Maybe not. Blood on the ground. The one thing that is striking to me is the blood on the ground. The only thing I can really associate with that is this a golden blade I'm sharpening. So maybe this is a hint at what's to come. I don't know. Let's move on to track 10. It's called Enjoy the Show. The show must go on. It's really fascinating how many times this theme comes up for artists, man, that's being sucked into this world of fame and entertainment and money and travel, all this stuff, and just how often these guys are miserable. And then that's why I always wonder, why do people want to be famous? Like, why would you want that? Don't you listen to your music? Don't you listen to your idols? Don't you understand what they're trying to tell you in their art? But whatever. Track 10. Enjoy the Show. Weeknd and Mike Dean producing. Here we go. Interesting album so far. I'm assuming the sample? I don't know the sample.
You're a part of me. Yeah, and I can't lie. You still get to me. Oh no, I'm in my feelings.
Oh no, I'm in my feelings.
I don't got the tolerance like before.
This sample adding this like warble to it.
I'm not violent to my body anymore, but I'm not scared of fucking overdose.
So initially I thought this first verse was him and himself. Him and his shadow self together under the water. I feel like with this sample and it being warbled out, it's like he's drinking again, he's in the tub again, and now he's under the water again. And this is what's going through his mind as he like flirts with the edge of drowning. And I have no idea if this is true. This is just the impression, and I might be too sold on my own idea at this point. Like maybe I'm way off the beaten path. But some of these lyrics, it feels like you're a part of me and I can't lie, you still get to me. And this could be the girl though. This could be the vice. Oh no, I'm in my feelings. You know, if you get drinking sometimes, you kind of get in your feelings, right? Fuck their logic. They can never tear us apart. We're symbiotic. This was another reason why I was thinking it was him and his shadow self, but probably not now that I read it again. No matter what I always told the world, we're always locked in. I gently tilt my head like Mama said, drink it slow, take it slow, don't have the tolerance like before. You pick me up when I'm low. I'm not violent to my body anymore. Let's keep going. I shouldn't try and like solve the puzzle in the first verse, right? Let's just keep going.
I can't feel my face anymore. I don't wanna give you any space anymore. I don't wanna feel like I'm alone anymore. I can't live without you. I've been going through real drugs. You my favorite drug. You my favorite drug.
Nice.
Got me in my feelings, back drinking mud.
Got me in my
Love.
feelings, back drinking mud. Don't want the drugs, don't want the drugs.
Got all my feelings inside.
I'm gonna back it up, but real quick. I love how that dark synth hits when he says "You're my favorite drug." So he's got to be talking about the girl again. This I don't think this is Shadow Self anymore. I think he's got about the Vice girl. When he says it out loud, "You're my favorite drug," it gets real dark with that note. Wow, real dark.
Feelings, back drinking mud. Don't want the drugs, don't want the drugs.
Got all my feelings inside my duff. Come hit the dust with the devil. I'm sending a prayer for the rebels. I'm in her mouth like a real. Ain't doing no capping, ain't without that capping, ain't in like these rap niggas. I done been around the globe, fucking these hoes, still acting like a trap nigga.
Still
Plus a
acting like
big
a trap.
brain can't be unchained, I'm like a shooting star. I'm in my feelings.
Interesting, man. It's like a slow jam kind of thing, but it's got some sinister marks to it. I think this matches the drinking theme pretty well.
Traumas in my life, I've been hesitant to heal it. Take another hit on my music, they won't feel it. I just wanna die when I'm at my fucking peak. Drink it slow.
Wow.
Won't drink it slow.
Wow. These hammering notes come in.
Anymore. Wanna stay up, fuck the floor. But if you don't, I hope you enjoy the fucking show. Let me know, baby.
I guess I'll let it run into track 11 to see if there's a transition. I'll let it. Sounds like it just fades out. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, okay. So I like what they're doing with the production. I like how they're using sound to emphasize the lyrics. Take another hit or my music, they won't feel it. I just want to die when I'm at my fucking peak. And then that's when it bow, 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 bow. And then he starts talking about drink it slow, won't drink it slow. I don't want the tolerance anymore. I want to stay up, fuck the floor, feel the violence creeping up. I'm ready, fuck it, overdose. I don't want to make it past 34. So this feeds into, what was it, the phone call, you know, don't let them break you, and he's breaking. But it's even more than breaking now that it's like one of those things where there's a crack in the wall, we'll then tear the whole fucking thing down. Just smash it all. As soon as that crack comes through, let's just go on a rampage and tear it all apart. That kind of a thing. Interesting album, man. Interesting album. And I'm taking this all as a story. And I have to assume there's some amount of story that runs parallel to his real life, you know, the real experiences he's gone through. So I hope he's doing all right. I hope he's doing all right. I hope this is really more fiction than based on reality type of a situation. Interesting, man. Interesting. I mean, It's called Hurry Up Tomorrow, but like, it's starting to feel like the downward spiral to me. Let's keep going, man. This one's called Giving Up on Me. Producers are Metro Boomin and Mike Dean. God damn, fucking, there's some names, huh? Here we go, track 11, Giving Up on Me.
Love me, love me, love me, say you do. Let me fly away.
This is annotated. I want to click this and see. This intro is a sample of a Johnny Mathis song, Wild as the Wind. I don't know that one. Oh, I love how the vocal went. That was cool.
I've been lying to your faces. Yeah, I've been always wasted. It's too late to save me. Tell me you care for me. Just give me what I need. Why won't you let me go? Why won't you let me leave? I give it
Super
up
chilled out.
for
Like, I know I'm not saying shit right now.
think I'm in too deep.
I'm really just kind of like captured by it. Like, I'm captured by it. I want to see where this all goes. I mean, we're in a pretty dark valley right now. At this point in the album, we're in a pretty dark valley. What I find fascinating is this opening verse. I've been lying to your faces. I've been always wasted. It's too late to save me. Save me. Save me. So it could literally just be like an echoance of the line, but it also feels like this. No, it's too late to save me, but save me, save me, save. Still, this weak cry for help. Even in the effort to try and push people away, there's almost a cry for help. You know, until my stomach aching, blood into my face, and face it. And it's almost like, if this idea is true, the face it portion could be, you have to acknowledge this terrible state that I'm in, rather than thinking, oh, you know, maybe he's just having a bad day, or it's just because it's after the show. Like, stop making excuses for the situation. Recognize the state that I am in. Face it, type of it. Could be. I don't know. But that verse, the way that was performed, it made me think that it was kind of both. You know, I'm trying to push you away, but in pushing you away, I'm trying to reach out for help, type of a thing. Interesting, man. Let's keep going. I could just blabber and blabber, and let's listen to more music rather than, you know, I've got it all figured out.
Why won't you let me go? Why won't you let me leave? I give it up on me. Yeah, I think I'm in too deep.
Sounds good.
I need you to let go. Why will you let me go?
Why won't you let me try? Interesting cut right here.
I can feel the warmth on my skin for the first time.
Wow.
When I'm far away from you, babe, I'm on fire. My sunshine, sunshine. It's not good for me, no.
Trippy, dude. Trippy, man. Like,
Sunshine.
I can't believe this is a Weeknd album.
Mercy, see me. Oh Lord.
guess I'll let it roll into the next track. I'll pause here. There's still like 40 seconds left. This is wild. Wild. I'm still... I am not certain who he is talking about when he is saying you. Is he saying you to the shadow self? Is he saying you to this long lost love that he doesn't have contact with anymore? Is he saying you to this vice person who I'm starting to just think is the shadow self again? Like, I don't know. This is what makes it so fascinating to me is I need to let you go. Why won't you let me go? Why won't you leave me? I've given up on me. I'm too deep. I could never leave you alone. It keeps calling me back the sunshine. I can feel the warmth of my skin for the first time. When I'm far away from you, babe, I'm on fire. When I'm far away from you, I'm on fire. I know it's not good for me. I know it's not good for me. It's not fair for me. You're no good for me. So it's just all over. And then we get into this, oh, Lord, I want your company. And I don't know, maybe I've been listening to too much Kanye, but like that could be a literal sense. I mean, what if he's like to the point where of essentially desperate prayer? I have to sneeze. Okay, my face exploded there. What if he's at a point of desperate prayer? You know, desperate prayer being somebody who doesn't believe or doesn't practice or doesn't worship or whatever, right? But just finally, they've got nothing left. Oh, you know, they're, as other people would say, they're come to Jesus moment, right? This is very surprising. I like it, but I didn't really expect something so, I guess, cinematic in its theme. Like he's really, really executing theme on this one. And he's done that in the past, but it's like a double down. Like, no, this is all theme, baby. Let's let it go. So there's still about 40 seconds on this. And it goes into track 12 after this called I Can't Wait to Get There. TB hits Mike Dean, Peter Lee Johnson, Tommy Parker for production. We'll let this roll and see where it goes. It's almost like coming back to life or something. Trying to restart this engine of stardom. Trippy. This is trippy, man.
The darkness keeps you shining. Shine, shine, shine. Shine, shine, shine.
Darkness keeps you shining.
Ooh, just sign on the dotted line.
Ah.
Line, line, line. Line, line, line. Ooh. No, no, no.
What? What is going on here? This almost makes you think of Tyler, the Creator.
We've been running the numbers, we just shy of a billion. So my grip to Madonna, my connect to my father. I don't know that nigga, tryna end on my dramas, tryna clean up my closet. High school dropout, chilling with academics. I can finish a sentence.
Now I can finish a sentence.
Now you see it, baby. Now you eviscerate my enemies and piss on their gravy. And I swear I'm gonna do it, I know.
What? This chorus is what? What? This is like on one hand I feel like this is totally out of left field, but then on the other hand I feel like I'm being unreasonable. But the sound of this chorus is so odd. I don't. The thing that's throwing me off so much is the way this sounds in comparison to everything else we've heard on the album so far. It's so distinct. It's so different, which tells me, okay, this has meaning. This has meaning. This is important. But I have no fucking idea what it's supposed to mean. And I guess I can't wait till we get there. I guess that's tomorrow. So what would tomorrow be? Like maybe tomorrow is when this is all over with. Maybe the theme of everything has really been this idea of I'm stuck in this lifestyle and I want to get out and I'm paralyzed and I know what I need to do, but I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe. He hasn't really said that in the album so far. He's just more mentioned being paralyzed and on the edge of dying and, you know, the shadow self and all these things going on. But what if that could be the concept of I'm finally going to get to a place where instead of saying I'll change my ways tomorrow, I'm just going to actually do it. So tomorrow will show up and I'll finally start making changes in my life to get myself out of this mess. Maybe. What? This sound is really throwing me off. And it's not necessarily like bad, but it's just throwing me off. It's way, way, way different. The darkness keeps you shining. The darkness keeps you shining. That makes no sense unless you think about a stage where you're in a room that's full of dark, except for you, because all the lights are on you. But it also paints a very vivid picture of, you know, the self, the shadow self, because if you think about yourself on stage relative to the shadow that surrounds you, there's some contrast there. Dear Summer, we've been running numbers just shy off $1 billion. I can't believe that, dude. $1 billion fucking dollars. Sold my crib to Madonna. Might connect with my father. Don't know him. The media hates it when they can never control us, and my enemies hate it because I own my soul. I know when they think I don't, I know. They're trying to fucking kill me, spread misinformation, trying to paint me a villain. I guess I did it to myself. This business life pimping, who can tell me the difference? I can't wait to get there. I know. Every time I look in those eyes, all the tears drop down your face. I can't wait to get there anywhere in my heart. I wish I could get there to know. The right collection for the protection. Where my love can grow every time I look into those eyes. So maybe not. Maybe get there means I can finally go back to this person I love, not so much like make decisions. Although it could be both. Making these decisions allows me to escape this situation, which then allows me to go back to this person. Who knows? Where are we? Track 13 is called Timeless. We're still in track 12. Timeless is next. Pharrell Williams is producing. OG Volta's producing. Mike Dean Twisco. BBY Kobe. I don't know the other. I can't pronounce that one. We're still in track 12. We'll let that run into 13, which is called Timeless. And we'll see if there's transition. Maybe it'll transition? Sounds like it will. Oh, maybe not. Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Ever since I was a chick,
Whoa.
I was a shit. Shawty keep wanna come round, she wanna get hit. She thinks she done made me, cause I keep her by my side. Double up, bust on her watch, she know that I'm timeless. I put my son in some red. I pull that gun off the
These
head.
little...
Pockets on 22 clip.
These notes, man, are cool.
Put on a shirt, get put on a blick. Feel like a stain, you fairly did lit. I had to tell her that I was a dick. No, I was a shit. She singing my songs. She wanna die lit.
She wanna die lit. I love how he sounds here. I love how Cardi sounds here.
Smile on my face.
She just wanna roll and I don't mind it.
I like this beat, man.
I've been legit. No, you should let her go. She wanna be it. Double O tatted on her body. It don't matter what they say. I'm timeless.
Is this like from recent, like the fires? The Weeknd refers to returning to his hometown of Toronto. Oh, he's from Toronto? Oh, right. Why was I thinking he's from LA? I don't know why. Anyway, my bad. I was gonna be like, there's no way these lyrics are this recent compared to what was going on with the fires. Anyway, sorry. Let's back it up. We'll start over.
Oh yeah, her man quiet, not a beat.
Her man
Broke his
quiet.
heart, PTSD. Hold his chest, let it breathe, let it breathe. Niggas scheming, I got a priest, he got a cross. Get out of line, send him to God. I shed a tear, pray for her loss, oh yeah. Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. If I was you, I would cut out my wrist. Exotic all over her body. She just wanna roll and I don't mind it.
I like the light tapping
Ever since I was a G, I've been legit.
and it being in the title called
You should let
Timeless,
it go, she wanna
like
be
just rapid ticking.
double O tatted on her body.
Great sound on this.
It don't matter what they say, I'm timeless, 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 timeless.
Let's pause here. I'm gonna pause right here just in case it transitions. I really liked how Playboy sounded vocally. His voice was clean. He wasn't like doing any screaming. He wasn't doing anything crazy. Just very, very like a down to earth vocal performance, man. It was cool. I don't think I've ever heard him like that before. Was there lyrics here that I wanted to point out? Maybe not. I feel like skateboard. So he's kind of like referencing back to 20 years ago and. Okay, I don't really know what to make of Timeless. I don't really know what to make of Timeless. It's almost like he's thinking back in the day. Actually, you know what? Let's read this summary. So here's a pretty long summary. Actually, Timeless sees Playboy Cardi and The Weeknd reunite once again following their previous release, Popular with Madonna. On the track, both artists capture the themes of self-identity, fame, and the transient nature of relationships within the glamorous but often hollow world of celebrity culture, all while matching the entry of a blippy, trappy production. The song was performed live during his concert in I can't pronounce it, Sao Paulo, I suppose, in September, with Cardi also performing on the stage. The demo was leaked. Anyway. Okay. Neat track. I just don't know how it fits into the mold of the story, and maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just kind of like a single and it doesn't fit into it. Anyway, after this will be Niagara Falls. There's no annotations about production at all there, so we'll just let it roll into there from Timeless to Niagara Falls. See, there's actually a transition. No, maybe not. Just fades out. Okay. Well, here we go. Here is track 14, Niagara Falls. Huh. I'm surprised at how the slower pace that exists in this album. There hasn't really been a lot of like pop in a sense. I mean, it sounds great, but the tempos have been so much slower.
I used to love you, girl, before the sun goes down in Niagara Falls. Oh yeah, you know you can always reach me, trying to see you with your clothes off, 'cause I know he really loves you, but you're telling me the next move, 'cause in your head you're my baby. You really
Okay.
know what we've been through.
So I feel like this is, I feel like he's remembering the girl, or maybe he's back home again and he's seen the girl from before. Maybe. Nice little like synth solo right there.
Cause I got my finger on the pulse every single time. I've done it before, yeah. But I'll never take the credit, 'cause you were bound to shine. I was just a spark, gave your heart just a borrow. Try to help you with sorrow.
Just a borrow.
You know you can always reach me, 'cause I know you're running on low.
I almost wonder if we've drowned. I almost like this is, I think this is a stretch. I'm probably just wrong. Because oh God, we're way past Reflections Laughing. We're way past that. But, enjoy the show. Fuck it, I hope I overdose. And I don't want to make it past 34. But I'm starting to get this feeling. The reason why is on Niagara Falls especially, this sample or the way the vocals are on this, what's the line here? With a smile on my face. It's still very warbly, watery-ish. And so I feel like this timeless thing, and then Niagara Falls, and like he's thinking back, but I almost feel like we're drowning right now. Like all of this is happening while he's still underwater, and like it's almost like his mind is just drifting off as he drowns, type of a thing. I'm probably wrong, but it popped in my head, so I just wanted to throw that out there because, first time listen, this is the reaction, this is the experience. I'm probably wrong, but it was interesting that that idea came to mind. I can't wait to get there. Early, what was it? The opening track, if I die, I'm all alone in the afterlife. There's nothing there. I can't wait. He's talking about, I can't wait to get there. I don't know. There's something happening because otherwise, honestly, I was sitting here thinking, I don't really know what we're doing right now in terms of the album. Like it's slowed down quite a bit, which is fine. But the slowdown feels very deliberate, and it feels kind of dramatic. And so I feel like there's something I'm not getting. I feel like I'm missing something. And I just wonder if we're drowning right now. In this part of the story, all these tracks are when we're drowning. But probably not. I don't know. But otherwise, I don't understand like the timeline, and maybe I'm probably just overthinking it. Anyway, whatever. Let's keep going. I want to throw that out there. You guys can laugh at me for being wildly wrong, right? And then it's all good fun. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. There's about another minute and a half on this one. See that? The way it's the effect on that. It reminds me of the watery guitar sound. And it almost has this like distant quality to it. Sky is burning.
Set my heart on fire. I lost my life. Going back in time.
Going back in time. I lost my life going back in time. Oh, it's gonna roll into Take Me Back to LA.
Take me back to LA.
The Healer, Tommy Rush, and Mike Dean.
Sun will kiss on my face. Now the sunshine tracks my skin. I stayed too long. Take me back to a time when my blood never tasted like wine.
So he says, take me back to a time when my blood never tasted like wine. Okay. So that's definitely a association with communion. Drink this wine, for it is my blood of my blood, or whatever, right? Okay, so then you think about Jesus. What else can you do with that? What if that's baptism? What if take me back to a time before baptism? And what was he baptized in? Fear. And it was fear when he was drowning in the tub. Take me back to the time before I was just so far gone I almost drowned in my bathtub. Now let's click on the annotation and see if As we know, Hurry Up Tomorrow is mainly about Abel going back to God. I believe this is reference to Jesus' body. Oh, okay. Is it about going back to God? Okay. I didn't know that. Spoiler alert. But I was thinking about the Baptized in Fear track, right? That was the name of the song, right? Yeah, track 6. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's get that fucking interesting album. I feel like I'm close, but I haven't sorted out exactly what's going on.
Then I learned to compromise, and that's when
I like the
realized that
I like this one. I like Take Me
when
Back.
I'm by myself, yeah, by myself,
Ah, good high notes there with the synth. I like that.
oh, it's better when I'm by myself. Take me back to a place where the snow would fall on my face.
Nice. Nice little hesitation there, then fold back into the production, into the beat.
I put my hand over the fire and
See if is this a Kanye reference? Yeah, Ghost Town. Hey, got one. Maybe. It seems like a reference. Though.
I hate it when I'm by myself. By myself.
Oh, good vocal high note right there. Good. I like that one. Good hit there. Take Me Back to LA. I like. I'm into this one. Hit the brakes a bit on the production. I'm gonna pause real quick. I started laughing a little bit because I was thinking he hates, doesn't want to be by himself anymore. But then it's called Take Me Back to LA. It's like, bro, that's the loneliest place there is. I don't know if that's true or not. I just like talking shit about LA because I don't like really being down there. There's about 20 seconds left. I'll see if it transitions. Take Me Back to LA where the sun would kiss on my face. And there was another one about now I'm in the sun and I'm on fire when I'm without you and something the sun on my skin. I'm already like losing track of everything. I stayed too long. Take me back to a time when my blood never tasted like wine. I feel like this has got to be a reference to Baptized by Fear. I want to go back to before my own baptism that occurred by almost drowning in the bathtub. Hurts when I think about the nights we would always shout, my voice cracking when we scream. You scream, we scream. I watched while you wiped your eyes. Learned to cover mine. That's why I learned the best on my own. Take me back to a place where the snow would fall on my face. I miss my city lights. I left too young. Take me back to a time the trophies that I had would still shine. Now I have nothing real left. I want my soul. Oh, man. What's the next one called again? Big Sleep, The Weeknd, and Prince 85 are the producers. That's going to be track 16. Wow, we're getting close to the end here. How long have we been recording for? Oh, hour 45. Okay, sure. Well, let's finish up Take Me Back to LA, and then we'll drop into Big Sleep here. I like these keyboard notes. All right, here's Big Sleep. La La La's always crack me up. I don't know what it is, but they always crack me up. weird audio.
Well, you used up your borrowed life, and you wasted your borrowed time.
Wasted your borrowed time.
Big sleep, big sleep, big sleep. Oh.
Huh. Kind of got to the point on this album, this stretch has been going on for a while, and it's pretty artsy fartsy, which is fine. But I'm starting to get to the point where it's like, okay, we need to like kind of get somewhere, Like I feel like this middle run of the album, it sounds good. I don't have any real problems with it. It's not like it's bad. It sounds good. Good production. We're kind of progressing along in terms of like this story, but I feel like we're taking a while to get there. It is called Hurry Up Tomorrow, but like I don't want to feel like, okay, hurry up, let's get that's the listening experience. You don't want your audience to feel that way, and I'm starting to get there. Like it sure is kind of taking a while to get there, wherever there is, and I don't even really know where we're going yet. That's one thing with the first listen, right? It's tough because you don't know the story, you don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes with these albums, when you know the ending, the arduous journey to get there is better because you know where it goes. Like right now, I don't know where the fuck we're going, and it just feels like we're kind of wandering around a little bit. So on first listen, first experience, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm kind of like, I'm not bored yet, but I'm close. I'm pretty fucking close. We've had a lot of down tempo, kind of really emphasizing these things. It's like I get it. Are we gonna do any? Let's kind of do something. I'm to that point. I'm ready for something to happen. Good vocal. Okay. Maybe we are getting somewhere now. Oh, we're going to drop into Give Me Mercy, track 17. The Weeknd and Mike Dean.
Conversations with the sky, mercy on my soul, things I should have known. Master of deceptive lies, made me vulnerable, left me all alone. Every time I lost my way, I lost my faith in you. Give me mercy like you do, and forgive me like you do.
Okay.
When I'm depleted, give me mercy like you do, and forgive me like you do.
Oh, nice little.
Ghost of my sins passing by, eyes without a face, with nothing to say. You're my only paradise.
I keep waiting for it to drop. Like I want to pause it, but I keep thinking I'm going to interrupt it.
Hoping that it's worth all the bleeding when I'm defeated.
Okay. I kind of, like, I'm torn because on one hand, I wish I would have never read the annotation that said this album is about The Weeknd returning to his faith in God. But on the same token, at the same time, I'm like, that was very important because, yeah, now it's like so obvious. Yeah. Give me mercy like you do and forgive me like you do. Now I want to like listen to it all over again because I came into it thinking this you person was like the original love interest, but maybe it's been that way the whole time. Maybe I was fucked up from the beginning. Maybe that's really what the relationship is. It isn't so much a relationship with a person, another, I'll just say person in this instance. But maybe it really was from the beginning about his falling away from his own faith, his own relationship with God, which makes sense. It's funny how you look at things just a little different. You go, oh yeah, this makes sense. But that's something I love about music, where you can interpret things in multiple ways and it works, Ghosts of my sins passing by as eyes without a face with nothing to say, placing judgment on my crimes, give it all away just to feel your grace. Every time I lost my way, I lost my faith in you. Fighting my temptations, put my body through abuse, devil tricks with paradise. None of it's true, fighting for your light. Let's keep going. Interesting. I'm fine with the theme. I would like the music to pick up a little bit. I feel like we've just been down in this slow valley for a while now, and not that it has to be bangers all the time, but I am kind of getting bored at this point, honestly. I mean, it still sounds good. It's good production, and I mean, the vocals are great. Everything sounds great, but I just feel like we're kind of stuck in this lull. I need a little bit of variety to kind of shake things back up a bit.
Sinner in the night, seeking refuge in the day.
Sinner in the night, seeking refuge in the day. Oh, little. I'm gonna let it roll right into dry. I'm gonna keep going, just to try and catch transitions. No transitions. Okay, here's drive.
I don't wanna waste your time. Just wanna feel the air on my body. And I roll the window down. Don't ever think I'll be this happy. I love autonomy.
Huh.
'Cause fame is a disease. And I just wanna drive.
I just want to drive tomorrow.
Be precious with my heart.
Feel the skies.
Drive me slow. Just be kind. I'm a child again.
Haha.
And no child deserves suffering.
I'm gonna read this lyric, or not this lyric, this annotation out to you. So I just want to drive tomorrow. And here's what the annotation says. The new trilogy began with After Hours, concluded with Hurry Up Tomorrow, he's reached the redemption chapter of his story. Yes, I agree. With the conclusion of the story, Abel makes a new beginning starting tomorrow. A new era opens for him and he wants to embark on the new journey. Yes, makes sense. What am I missing? Why am I pointing that out? Because that makes like pretty straightforward sense. What I'm still curious on is this whole I want to skip ahead part. That is fascinating too, because there's this element of I'm here and I want to be there. Maybe it's just as simple as that fearing that transition. I mean, I wonder if this is like a religious redemption, as it seems to be. I wonder if he's going to announce something with his career musically, you know, what that means. If he's going to like, who knows? I don't want to say that. I don't want to speculate. But I mention that because very much in this album, there's been this, it's been subtle, but it's there, this theme of I'm here and I just want to be there. And when you say that, you very much imply I don't want to go through this transitional period or this portion of that journey. I don't want to do that part. I don't want to, like I always say, I don't want to learn how to speak Spanish. I just want to know Spanish. I don't want to do the learning part. I just want to know it. That's the best part. Then when you know it. And so, but it's interesting to me, everything that's happened so far in this album, and we still have this element of, I want to skip ahead. Even in the redemption portion of the album. So let's keep going and see what else he says. It says, fame is a disease. I'm not going to click the annotation. Too much confirmation bias for me. I don't want to overload on confirmation bias. Just be kind. I'm a child again, and no child deserves suffering. So kind of maybe a born again theme right there. Again, I'm torn, man. Like, we're at track 18. It sounds good, but I've started to lose interest as we get towards the back of this album. But again, like the production sounds great. I'm just not that interested, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see how this album grows on me. I mean, we still have more music to get through, obviously. We got four more songs. But this first listen, it's been an interesting experience because on one hand, I've enjoyed the story, but as we've gotten into the back half, I'm kind of like, okay, great, you've redeemed yourself and whatever. But I shouldn't judge too early. We still got 4 more songs. And I trust The Weeknd. I trust him in terms of artistic expression, storytelling, making music, all those elements. So let's keep going. The next track is called The Abyss. Producers Metro Boomin, Dahila, Mike Dean. This is track 19, The Abyss.
I tried my best to not let you go. I don't like the view from halfway down. Just promise me that it won't be so. Will I feel the impact of the ground? Let me close my eyes with dignity. Let's
Interesting, man.
the world's not far behind. So what's the point of staying? It's going up in flames.
Going up in flames, huh?
Yes, I know.
A dark note again. Very dark. Oh, we're picking up space. I can't talk. Oh, interesting.
One last time, say that you want me to. The only one
Ah, interesting.
that gave me life. Now I see you on the other side.
I'll pause real quick halfway through. I guess Lana Del Rey's on this, although she's listed here as a segue, and this is the most useless Like, okay, I heard a voice for like a second. Wow, okay, great. What a feature. Obviously, she's hearing this outro. Hopefully, there's something more than that because what a lame-ass feature if that's the case. Keeping the idea of faith in mind now instead of like a woman or whatever. I tried my best to not let you go. I don't like the view from halfway down. Just promise me that it won't be slow while I feel the impact of the ground. So it's still this sense of falling. I still kind of wonder, is he still drowning in the bathtub? 99.98% chance I'm wrong. I'm way off in my own space. It's just way off beat on this story, right? But this whole thing feels like this, like just dream kind of a thing. I try to be something that I'll never be. Why waste another precious hour? Why waste another precious ounce, of effort, essentially? I'd rather leave somewhat of a legacy, familiar, a thought that's so familiar. This legacy thing, let's click this annotation and see what this says here. Even though he leaves the Weeknd persona behind, he looks back at his discography and somewhat proud of the legacy he created. Sure, but I don't feel like that's what he's getting at there. I'd rather leave somewhat of a legacy. There's this fear of destroying the legacy. So he has a legacy, yes. His discography, his music, yes, but he's concerned about it being destroyed. And I wonder what's driving that. That's the big question I have right now. Where does this fear of, basically, what is driving this idea of, I need to die in order to preserve my legacy, in a sense? Is he so terrified of, like, essentially walking away from a lifestyle that he thinks it's going to destroy? Like, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe he's, in a way, telling us. And I want to be very, very careful here, because when I listened to Miss Morale and the Big Steppers, I was convinced Kendrick's retired, he's done, and I was wrong. Clearly, I was wrong, right? So, lots of asterisks here when I'm talking about this. Like, I mean, is he trying to tell his own fan base the Weeknd is done, I'm done? Not to say that necessarily retiring, but there is a lot of fear here about his legacy. Let me close my eyes with dignity. Let's end it all. The world's not far behind. Unfortunately, he's probably fucking right. So what's the point of staying? It's going up in flames. Just hold my heartbeat close to you. Remember how it always beats for you. Falling at the speed of light. I'm staring at your shrinking face. Don't cry. You know my heart belongs to you. One last time, say that you want me to. The only words that gave me life. Now I'll see you on the other side. And that is kind of confusing to me as well, because very much if I'm falling, if I'm dying, it kind of implies I'm going to hell. If this is about looking at God, or I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know, it could still be about the woman, or maybe he's thinking about her and she's as an angel and he's seeing her as he falls and, she's up above. Who fucking knows? But if you're going to hell and God's up in heaven, or this girl who you're seeing as an angel is up, you're not going to see her on the other side. And again, I'm probably taking things too literally, but it's just interesting. It's interesting. That's all I'm trying to say. It takes me 7 minutes to say. It's interesting. Let's finish this one up. See where it goes. Hopefully we hear Lana Del Rey sing rather than just be written down as existing in the song and not doing anything.
If you're looking for rage, quiet for days, baby, you're running away. It's a threat, not a promise.
Is a threat, not a promise. I'm going to let it roll into 20, which is Red Terror. Oh, there's no transition. Okay. Well, we'll let it go anyway. trippy.
Never heavy. I won't let you weep. Hush, my child.
Wow.
You're mine. All my life I've tried.
So I'm pausing early because we kind of just rolled from the last one into this one. Talking a little bit about Lana Del Rey. Your mama, I'll pray. I'm running away. Is a threat, not a promise. Let's click this one annotation and see what people are saying here. Well, it's definitely unrelated to this lyric. Lana said something almost exactly the same in a Twitter feud. Okay, thanks. Great. Fucking Twitter. If you're looking for raging quiet for days, baby, running away is a threat, not a promise. And then it gets very, like, cinematic, climactic in sound, pretty dark synth, heavy synth, as if, you know, to me it sounds like, okay, dead, hell, whatever you want to call it, maybe. Now we're in this. You're not heavy, I rock you to sleep, I hold you for hours long, never heavy, I won't let you weep. Hush, my child, you're mine. But the sound is kind of, well, let's keep going. I was thinking, is this supposed to be God or the devil that's holding him like a child? You know, like, I don't know. Let's find out. I just want to throw that out there because that question was in my head, and it's kind of a fun question to have going into it, not knowing what the outcome is going to be.
8 months we were pregnant. You came out so precious. In the snow you would grow. Your mama loves you. You'll never be alone.
So it's like the perspective of a father. So it could be the father. Maybe. I don't know.
All my life, you're still my child. Don't
Huh.
cry.
I just don't really understand what's happening. And I'm going to pause again real quick. Like, it's not like I need to know everything that's happening on first listen. I'll read more about this album and try and figure it out and stuff like that. But the reason why it's causing friction for me for this first listen experience is I'm confused, and I feel like I am aware that I'm not understanding. And if that's on me, that's on me. That's not a big deal. But the album is very artistic. It's pretty dramatic. It's pretty, like I like to say, artsy fartsy. It's very intense in these sounds and in these deliveries and in these vocals and these, like I feel like The Weeknd is feeling this. This is important to him. It matters. And as a listener on the first listen, at least, I'm feeling like I don't understand what's happening, and so I can't connect. That's the issue. And so that doesn't mean the album is bad. It doesn't mean anything, but that's the barrier I'm coming into, especially this back half of the album. I feel like I don't understand what's going on. And so because of that, I can't connect with these very dramatic, rich, strong sounds and experiences that are happening right now. That's the issue I'm having. Because, I mean, this shit sounds great. But it's pretty intense. It's dramatic.
Death is nothing at all. It does not count. I have only slipped away to the next room. In the old life that we lived so far together.
The crowd, you can hear the crowd.
Unchanged. Call me by the old familiar name.
Call Me by the Old Familiar Name. So that's The Weeknd. The track's called Red Terror, which makes me think of the cover of After Hours. All red, the blood coming from his mouth. Death is nothing at all. It does not count. I only slipped away into the next room. Nothing has happened. Everything remains exactly how it was. I am I and you are you. I'm still, like, not like largely. I just have like a little pinky hold on this idea of these last 10 songs was him drowning in the bathtub, basically. I have no idea if that's right or not. Well, it's probably wrong. I'd put money on it. But I'm just still clinging to that idea. Maybe there's a chance, you know? I'm going to take my 100, 1 in 100 odds or whatever. Okay, there's 2 more tracks. The next one's called Without Warning. It actually, that's sort of wrong. Let me back it up there. Producer is Giorgio Morador? I don't know. Without Warning, track 21. Huh. It's almost got like a muted sound to it.
Take me to a time when I was young and my voice fails.
My voice fails.
And my tears fall without a warning either way. The cry to scream my name. Even when the world wants me to fail.
I want to read this annotation real quick. So Abel acknowledges him losing his voice during his September 3rd, 2022 SoFi performance. He was forced to reschedule the event in order to prevent further damage to his vocal cords, leaving some in attendance disappointed. 3 songs in, disappears off stage, then returns to tell him he had to stop. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. Important to note, I didn't know about that.
The cry to feel my pain. Hope you love me till my final day.
Trippy, man. Trippy.
Suppose tomorrow's coming. I'ma follow through this time till the press might be loving. The cry to feel my pain. Hope you love me till my final day. Yeah. Even if it was in vain. Leave my guts all on the stage.
I'm gonna let it finish. I got a lot to say. This track is helping a lot. This track is important to me. This is helping me. I'll let it finish. There's about a minute left.
Hurry up for me, baby. I don't suppose tomorrow's coming.
This is a wild album. The crowd. I'm gonna pause there. The last one's called "Hurry Up Tomorrow." Okay, this song is Bring Me Back In. This is helping. Basically, this song is helping me feel his perspective more, and I want to like re-listen to the album now because you know it's the weekend, right? You kind of assume some pop and some bangers and this and that. We haven't really had any of that, but there's like a shit ton of layers here. Let's go through it a little bit. Let my brain calm down and focus. Take me to a time when I was young and my heart could take the drugs and heartache without loss, but now my bones are frail, my voice fails, and my tears fall without a warning either way. The crowd will scream my name even when the world wants me to fail. Let's click this. What's this wants me to fail? This repeated part of the crowd screaming Abel's name is referenced earlier in the album. Yeah, okay. I wanted to know about why the world wants him to fail. Anyway. Hope you'll love me till my final day. So this, and it's called Without Warning. The annotation references back to something that happened in 2022. I wonder if it caught him off guard. I wonder if he was doing this show, and I haven't seen any interviews. I don't know anything about this. So this is pure speculation on my part. I'm just kind of trying to process this. I wonder if he went out there to do a show and all of a sudden, oh, fuck. My voice is gone. Oh, fuck. It's gone. I literally cannot do this show. And how terrifying that would be. I mean, that would be like any of us who have to, get up and go to work Monday through Friday, getting in a car wreck and now we're paralyzed. Or you broke your back. Am I going to be paralyzed? We don't know. That's how that moment is what that means to him. My voice is gone. You might as well tell us you're paralyzed from the waist down. You'll never walk again. Like, holy fuck. His entire life is this thing. And not only that, he's huge, right? He's talking about the crown, the crown, or where is it? It's in here. We'll get to it. So that perspective is massive. This helps a lot. So now let's go beyond the next phase of my voice crack. What does this mean to my career? Not the night I had to cancel a show. Is my career over? Am I going to be able to keep singing? I've built up this massive fan base. I have all these albums. I've, records and blah, blah, blah streams. I'm this huge, huge name. I'm essentially at the top. Now it makes sense why he's talking about legacy. I want to preserve my legacy. What about my legacy? I don't want my career to end because my voice went away. I can't sing anymore. And then, we had that little blip, the fucking, it's my voice, that like little 12-second thing. I can't fucking sing. And now this feeling of fear makes so much more sense. Now I understand where he is. And this, I just want to get to this part, this next part. And maybe tomorrow means where I can retrain my voice and recover and heal and actually sing again. Maybe it means I transition out of this life entirely, but that transition's terrifying. And so I don't know how to deal with that. I just want to get through it. Just like recovering your voice and healing is terrifying because you don't know if you're actually going to be able to do it or not. The crowd screaming is very reminiscent to me of Pinocchio's story, where my world is falling apart and there's thousands of people cheering. That's the first thing that comes to my mind there. Hope you'll love me till my final day, even if it was in vain. Leave my guts all on the stage. This makes so much more sense now. Like, finally, something's like clicking. And I feel so badly because I wasn't like trying to pan the album earlier, but like I just didn't get it. Now I'm starting to get it. You hope you'll love me till my final day. Did I listen to the outro? I did, yeah. Okay. How do I know if tomorrow's coming? Especially when I always kiss the sky, I always chase the high. I don't suppose tomorrow's coming. Especially when I always chase the crown. Especially when they put me in the ground. And, oh yeah, that was the other part. And of course, the like horrific irony of this whole situation is, oh my God, my career is over. But that's going to finally take him out of this lifestyle that has consumed him and essentially, well, I don't want to say like ruined his life, but has ruined, I'll assume, his spiritual life. That's put him in with all of these vices, these desires, these demons, these temptations, right? This whole world has had him swept up in that. And it's pulled him away from God. And he wants to go back to God. What if God takes his voice in order to save him? Like, this is a mind fuck, basically. And this is huge. This is huge. This is very, very important. And I feel like, I don't know, it's going to be interesting seeing how people discuss this album in the coming days. Because There's going to be people who are going to listen to it for pop bangers, and they're not going to like it because there's no pop bangers. And then I think there's going to be other people who are going to be really in the artsy-fartsy lane and no, this is a masterpiece. And I suppose there's some truth there, but you got to have the music to support it, to engage you. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't even know how I fucking feel about it yet. But this is like a huge, like the biggest piece of the puzzle that was missing is finally in for me. Okay. Let's move on. Final track is called Hurry Up Tomorrow. Let's see how this album concludes. Produced by Mike Dean. Here we go, track 22.
Wash me with your fire. Who else has to pay for my sins? My love's fabricated. It's too late to save it. Now I'm ready for the end. So burn me with your light. I have no more fights left to win.
This is already hitting so differently after understanding the last song.
I wanna change. I want the pain no more.
Huh.
I took so much more than their lives. They took a piece of me, and I've been trying to fill that void that my father left, so no one else abandons me. I'm sorry. Promise I'm sorry. Yeah. Now I'm drowning in the same tub where I learned how to swim with my mother, trying to save every ounce of my innocence. I failed her like I failed myself. I'm sorry.
That's sad. That's sad.
So I see heaven after love. I want heaven when I die. I want to change. I want the pain no more. Oh, yeah. No, I need
It's almost like microphone feedback or something. Or does it start again? Let's go to the very beginning. Does it start? Does it loop back around? No. No. Okay. Look over lyrics real quick. There's not a whole lot here. Wash me with your fire. Who else has to pay for my sins? My love's fabricated. It's too late to save it. Now I'm ready for the end. So burn me with your light. I have no more fights left to win. Tie me up to face it. I can't run away, and I'll accept that it's the end. I hope I find what I'm looking for. Someone's watching from above. Done with the lies, done with the lost. I took so much more than their lives. They took a piece of me, and I've been trying to fill that void that my father left. So no one else abandons me. That's sad, man. This part's pretty sad. But now I'm drowning in the same tub where I learned how to swim, with my mother trying to save every ounce of my innocence. I failed her like I failed myself. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Well, this is a challenging album because I was realizing, during my revelation of from Without Warning, it occurred to me, I'm not like a huge Weeknd fan, meaning I like Weeknd, I like his music, I like his songs. I mostly listen to songs. I don't really listen to albums, mostly just a couple songs here or there. But I don't like pay attention to the news or, I basically, when it comes to artists, I just listen to the music. I don't spend a lot of time online. I don't pay attention to the news or whatever the fuck, whoever talks about these artists. So I had no idea about his voice failing him. I have no idea what has happened to him over the last 5 years. I have no idea. And I imagine if you're a super duper hardcore Weeknd fan, you know all about it. And you knew all about it coming into this, right? So I'm starting to understand now, because I was seeing some comments this morning, just real quick, as I was skimming. People are like, oh, it's a masterpiece and this and that. It's like, oh, okay, cool. It's going to be a great Weeknd album. And then last minute, I was like halfway, 2/3 the way through. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, it's because I don't know anything about the guy. So I think that's an element. So it'll be interesting to see as people discuss this album over the weekend and going forward. I think you're going to see a clear disconnect between those who are aware of Abel and his life and what has happened and what all this means versus those who are not and who just listen to the music and maybe don't even pay close attention and just go, this is boring, there's no bangers, and that's it, I'm kind of stuck in the middle right now. I need to listen to this more with a totally different perspective. Both the idea of someone losing, basically, think of the most important thing to you, your sight, the ability to walk, whatever, right? Somebody losing that and going, oh my fucking God, my life is over. My whole world is over. It's over. Just like that. That's a huge perspective. And so I want to, basically, when I do my next listen, whatever that is, probably today, maybe today, it's already getting late. I'm going to run out of time for I want a full uninterrupted listen. I'm going to put that idea at the very front of my brain. Holy shit. I just lost my voice. I'm a singer. I'm a huge, huge star. And I can't sing. And I mean, there are probably people going, Bob, fucking track 3, it says I can't fucking sing. I didn't know what that was referencing. I had no idea. It was a 12-second deal. Did it even have an annotation? Oh, it does. Okay. Let's read this annotation, because I think this is important. This does touch on it. So during his show, SoFi, while performing Can't Feel My Face, lost his voice, cancels the show. In an interview with Variety, he says, part of me was actually thinking you lost your voice because it's done. You said what you had to say. Don't overstate the party. You can end it now and live a happy life, Put the bow on it. Hurry up tomorrow. Now we're here. When is the right time to leave, if not at your peak? Once you understand who I am too much, then it's time to pivot. Okay, there you go. So that's some more perspective there. And probably people who are watching the reaction go, God damn it, Bob, you should have read the annotation. I got there. It only took me 2.5 hours, but I got there. So second listen will be the real reaction that I don't record. No, musically it's tough too, because I'd like some bangers, and there's not really a whole lot of bangers, but that's okay. I know that now, so I can shift my approach to the album as well. But first listen, honestly, was kind of tough, but I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was starting to feel like, oh God, this feels like Donda again. I wasn't into Donda. I had a hard time with Donda. It's just, I felt like nothing ever really happened on that album. Interesting album. Now I kind of want to look into the Weeknd and see what's going on. What's his plan? I know he has a tour. I know he announced that. Yeah, shit. Okay, well, there you go. There's the first experience with the album. Open Hearts, I think, was my favorite. Reflections Laughing, I remember really enjoying. Let's go to, was it the final song? Does he talk about being in the bathtub again? But now I'm drowning in the same tub. Maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe this whole album is him while he's drowning. Probably not. But there's little hints. I like the idea. I don't think it's right, but I like the idea. Okay. Well, if you're on YouTube, this is the end for you. If you're a patron, we're going to do some music videos. Maybe the videos have something that will help